Good day, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon, only here on Asian News. This week, we're going to talk about ICE's current policy of arresting individuals even during adjustment interviews. The scenario goes like this. A U.S. citizen wife, Jane, married her husband from China 5 years ago. They have a 5-year-old child who's also a U.S. citizen. Jane filed an I-130 petition for her husband, and during the interview for his green card application, they brought with them a lot of proof about their marriage, including Facebook photos, their son's birth certificate, tax returns, bank statements, utility bills, everything. As it turned out, though, the husband had a prior deportation order from the immigration court issued 15 years or so earlier. So during the interview, the officer left for a few minutes and came back, both with the good news and the bad news. He said that he will approve the petition, which is the good news, but that ICE officers are there to arrest the husband to have him deported back to China. This is obviously the worst news ever. Is this scenario really happening nowadays? Unfortunately, yes. As you know, ICE, or Immigration and Customs Enforcement, is the agency of the government charged with arresting and deporting unauthorized immigrants, those who have no legal status in the United States, non-citizens who have criminal history, and those who have prior deportation orders, like Jane's husband. In the past, the government mostly left people without criminal records alone, focusing instead on immigrants who have only recently arrived or have been convicted of serious crimes. Presently, however, the administration emphasizes that everyone living here without legal status is fair game for deportation. In a growing number of cases, immigrants with old deportation orders that were never enforced are getting the go-ahead after an interview by USCIS, the agency that handles residency and citizenship, only to be arrested by ICE during the interview. This is really very scary, especially because there are many applicants for immigrant visas or adjustment of status who are placed in deportation proceedings without their knowledge. This could be for many different reasons, but the most common is lack of notice of the deportation proceedings, or their addresses have changed and the government sent the hearing notices to their old address. If an applicant for adjustment, like Jane's husband in our scenario, gets arrested based on a prior deportation order, ICE can have him deported right away without any additional hearing because they are just now enforcing a prior deportation order from the court. In that case, the only way to possibly stop immediate deportation would be if there is an immigration court that lifts the deportation order by reopening the case or issues an order temporarily stopping the deportation. As you can see, attending an adjustment interview, even if the applicant is married to a U.S. citizen, is not necessarily a guaranteed way to get a green card or legal status in the United States. I strongly advise those who have had prior brushes with the law, whether it's with the police or any law enforcement or immigration officers, to check extensively their records, possibly get their complete files first before starting any new immigration process. Remember, applicants have to go extensive security checks when they apply for green cards, and the government would have those records somewhere. It's too risky to file applications and show up for an interview without knowing your full immigration history. There you have it. We hope that you've learned something new today regarding immigration. To our dear viewers, if you have immigration questions, feel free to call us at 866-936-2404 or email us at asian.news@vasiantv.com. I'll do my very best to answer them right here on Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same channel. Attorney Visha Calderon at your service.